Welcome to another episode of Ship War, my review of In Time.
Shipper War. When ship happens, I'm there.
I'm not even going to beat around the bush when it comes to this movie. I'm just going to say it straight up. I did not like this movie. Now, within the first 5 minutes of this movie, it wasn't starting off very well for me. And I was like, oh boy, I hope it gets better. Please get better, because so far it's looking really cheap and cheesy. And the big thing that they kept pushing, throughout the movie, in the beginning of the movie, was once the human turns 25, they stop aging and they remain the same appearance of a 25-year-old. Good concept. Okay, sure, I can live with that. But the thing is, what my issue was with this was that many of the actors that they cast to be 25-year-olds were either in their 30s, in their mid-30s, and in their 40s. So it's like, yeah, okay, you want me to believe that guy is a 25-year-old? I don't think so. Only if he had a really hard life and he just did a lot of crack, and no. It was like, no way, some of these actors that they have were 25-year-olds. So that was one thing that threw me off from the movie. And throughout the movie, there was a lot of things that just threw you off. And there's for example, there was this one scene where there's a bunch of actors, they're outside and it's raining, and they do, a close-up to one of the actors' faces, and his face is completely dry, his clothes is completely dry, but yet he's outside. You can see the raindrops falling behind him, but yet he's completely dry. So are they also, immune to raindrops getting wet? I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember that ever being explained in the movie. But again, something like that is the type of stuff, for me at least, that pulls me away from a movie, ends up me, nitpicking. Other things that bugged me throughout the movie was there was a lot of cheesy lines, a lot of cheesy scenes. There was a lot of there's one scene, okay. There's one scene that was supposed to be funny, but it came off very idiotic. So Justin Timberlake's character and Amanda Seyfried's character are running away from some police officers, and they jump out a window. Amanda Seyfried's character, prior to them jumping out of the window, she's like, I'm not going to jump. Are you crazy? And Justin Timberlake's character is like, no, jump. They're not going to jump. So they end up jumping, assuming that the cops aren't going to jump after them. So they end up running. They're running away from the cops, but they actually stop at the corner of this building to watch whether or not a cop will jump out the window. Why would you do that? If you're running away from something or someone, why would you actually stop to see if they're actually going to do what you think they're not going to do? That scene just had me laughing for all the wrong reasons. And there was a lot of idiotic things like that throughout the whole movie. Oh, and the amount of times that a female actress was running in high heels was almost ridiculous. Like, any female that runs in high heels when they know they have to run a far distance is just, waiting for something bad to happen, because running in high heels isn't easy. But yet in this movie, females don't believe in taking off their shoes and running. And the other thing, of course, the most important aspect of the movie that I thought I would enjoy, which was the romance in the movie, I did not like it because it was rushed. The way it was executed wasn't great. I mean, it picked up, the relationship picked up towards the end, but by then you just didn't really care. At least I didn't care. At that point, I just wanted the movie to end so I can go home, because I was so annoyed with this film. I thought my biggest issue was going to be Justin Timberlake's character, or Justin Timberlake period, as an actor. But I gotta say, I'm gonna give him props. He actually tried in this movie. I would say all the actors tried. They at least tried, but what fell short was the execution of this movie. It was just done poorly. The dialogue was horrible. It was laughable, and I'm interested to hear what you guys thought of it. So that is all for this episode of Shipper War. Goodbye, and until next time.